Hello, welcome back to Learn English Grammar. Today we are going to learn tenses. Tenses is the basic step in learning English grammar. It is used almost in every grammar part. It is like a skeleton which holds the body in good shape. There are 12 tenses in English: simple present, simple past, simple future, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. Why so many tenses? In English, we can convey the time of the action accurately, exactly, using these tenses. And to learn these tenses effectively and in an easy way, we are going to use time machine. You might have watched the movies, Hollywood movies, Time Machine, Time Cop, Back to the Future series. In all these films, the concept used is we can travel by time machine, we can go to the past, we can go to the future, and we can come back to the present. If we go 10 years back in past, we can see ourselves 10 years younger doing the things what we did 10 years back exactly. Is this possible or not? Is this true or not? We will leave this to physics teachers. Let us just imagine we have got a time machine and we are going to use it for our purpose to understand tenses properly. And we are going to do some psychoanalysis to understand what would be the thinking of a person when he uses that particular tense at that particular point of time. What would be going on in his mind and what would be his intention? What does he really want to convey by using that particular tense? Are you ready? Shall we start? Good. Look at this. This is time. Time travels in straight line. And here, at this point, we fix it as present moment. It is 10 o'clock now, so we fix 10 o'clock now, and for this whole session, it is 10 o'clock. And from this point of time, this side, it is past. And we don't know when was the universe created. So we keep it as infinity. And the same way, we don't know when will the universe end. So we keep it as infinity as well. Hope there is no end. And to start, the first one, present tense. Present tense is used to mention, to refer an action which is happening usually every day or every week, every month, like this. A habitual action and regular happening, we use present tense. I take bath every day. I take bath every day. So it goes like this. Last month, last week, 2 days back, yesterday, and today also I took bath. So every day I took bath, and today also I took bath, and tomorrow, day after tomorrow, it will continue, or it may continue. Maybe water scarcity. And we use present tense to refer scientific facts. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Why we should use present tense? Because every time when you heat water, when the water reaches 100 degrees Celsius, it starts boiling. So we use present tense. For proverbs, time and tide waits none. We use present tense, waits. Why? Because a proverb is for all ages and universal truth. The sun rises in the east. It happens every day. It happens every time. So we use present tense. And for the future decided and confirmed events and occasions, we use present tense. The Prime Minister visits Chennai next week. We can hear the news. He's going to visit next week, but we use present tense structure because it is already confirmed. Christmas falls on 25th of December every year. It's a fixed occasion, festival. So we use present tense. Grammarians say to refer our dwelling and work, present tense should be used. I live in Madurai because that's happening regularly. That is the usual thing happening. In between, I can go to Chennai or Trichy or Coimbatore and I come back. But this is the usual thing happening in my life. And I work in Mahatma every week, 6 days a week. I go to school and work there, teach there, and come back. That is my usual work. So we use present tense. The words which are used in present tense, usually, always, regularly, every day, every week, like this. Scarcely, never, ever, often, frequently. These words are used in present tense. Past tense. From this point of time, whatever happened before this moment, up to the infinity. What happened yesterday, or day before yesterday, 2 days back, or last week, last month, whatever happened, we keep it as past tense. But something happened in the recent past, in the near past, we use some other tense. When the speaker wants to use that tense. And when someone uses past tense, he just gives information, that's all. He just gives information. Yesterday I watched TV. Look at this. Yesterday I watched TV. Okay, we can use time machine now. We can go back. And if we go to yesterday, you can see me watching TV. Day before yesterday, you can see me watching. So there's no duration. It talks about an action which happened at that particular point of time. Yesterday evening, I played. Yesterday, I played. That's all. It just gives information. Future tense. From this point of time, 10 o'clock, whatever is going to happen this direction, whatever is going to happen after this moment, 10 o'clock, it's all in future. It's all in future. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, after 10 years, after 100 years, whatever. There's no restriction. Whatever is going to happen, we put in future tense. I am going to meet. I am going to meeting. The sentence looks like present continuous tense, but it talks about future event. So it is used as future tense. It is used as future tense. Next, present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is used to refer an action which is happening at the time of speaking that sentence. Someone is telling, I am playing cricket, and he is standing like this. No, he cannot make a statement like this. I am playing cricket. This is how he has to make the statement. It's a 6. So I am watching cricket. I am watching cricket. So this is the moment. This is the thing. At present, something is happening. Something is happening at the time of speaking that sentence. For few moments. It's a continuous action for a few moments. For a particular period of time, it is happening. So present continuous tense. And when someone says, I am watching TV, I am watching television, this is the picture we get. Look at this. Same thing, 6 o'clock, 5:59, 6 o'clock. Within few moments, an action which is happening for a particular period of time. And when someone says, what are you doing? Most of the time, the sentence, what are you doing, comes with a touch of irritation and annoyance. You are getting ready for a film, and your parents are already ready, and they are standing outside, and still you are doing some kind of touch up, makeup. And your mother will shout, honey, what are you doing? It doesn't mean that she wants to know what you are doing. No. She doesn't want you to do that. She wants you to get ready. That is the meaning of that sentence. So usually the sentence, what are you doing, comes with a touch of irritation. And past continuous tense. Something was happening for a particular period of time. Past continuous. Yesterday I was watching television. Your friend may ask you, yesterday I called you, you didn't pick up my call. Yes, I was watching TV at that time. So you can understand that continuous period of time, that action continues for a few moments. The phone was ringing there, and still the match was going on TV, and that is 1 ball 4 runs. So you didn't want to miss that one. So you were sitting there and looking at the phone and looking at the TV. So that few moments, that is the thing you want that your friend to understand. You want your friend to understand that few anxious moments, the continuous moments. We use past continuous tense. Future continuous tense. Something which is going to happen in future. Something which is going to happen in future for a particular period of time. The few moments, the same thing, few moments in your mind, and you want the listener to understand that few moments. Future continuous tense. Tomorrow I will be eating. Tomorrow I will be dancing. So that action will be happening. Tomorrow by this time I will be dancing. So tomorrow 10 o'clock I will be dancing. That action will be continuing. And you want the listener to understand that point of time. For a few moments it will be happening. In all these continuous tenses, the action may start here, may end here. May start here, may end here. May start here, may end here. But the focus is given to that particular moments. The time you mention, 4 o'clock I will be dancing. So at that 4 o'clock, what will happen here? The focus is given only to that particular point of time, that few moments time. Now, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to refer an action which started in the past and ended in past. An action started in past and ended in past, which has its impact in the present. Which has its impact in the present. One situation. Another situation. An action which started in the past and which is still continuing into present. Which is still continuing into present. Past perfect. When someone says, I have written the exam well, it means the impact of that action, the action was over, the task was over, but its impact is still at the back of his mind. So it's done in the recent time also. It is done something done in the recent time. We use present perfect tense. So still he has the impact of that exam. He might be waiting for a result, maybe A plus. So he uses that present perfect tense. Anita, I told Anita to make tea. Anita has made tea. One situation. Anita has made tea. But the impact is there. How? The tea is ready. The tea is ready. Anita has made tea. The tea is ready. And the aroma still touches my nose. So that is the situation. It has its impact. Another situation, Anita hasn't made tea. Still she hasn't made. Still she is mixing up something, the milk or something. She's doing something. Maybe she is preparing a nice cup of tea. Who knows? So Anita hasn't made tea. That is happening till now. Till now it is continuing into the present. So for this situation we use present perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Something started in past, somewhere in past, anywhere. Last month, last year, or a week back, anything. It started in the past and it ended in past. It's over. Yeah. It started in the past, it ended in past. And it doesn't have any impact in the present. It doesn't have any impact in the present. Whenever people use past perfect tense, usually it will be followed by another past tense sentence. What is past perfect? An action which happened before another action in the past. So when we combine two past actions in one sentence, the first action should be in past perfect, the second action should be in past tense. We cannot use past perfect tense alone. It will create some confusion in the minds of the listeners. If I say my uncle had gone to London, people get some questions. What happened to him? Whether he came back, or he stayed there, or is he alive? There will be questions. So my uncle had gone to London before he settled in America. Before he settled in America. So an action which happened in the past before another action. When I reached the station, the train had left. When I reached the station, the train had left. This action was the first one, and I reached the station, that is second action. This is how we have to use past perfect. That is in the mind of the speaker. When he uses past perfect tense, when he talks about an action which happened in the past before another action, the next action, the next information is pending in his mind, and he will come with the next information. Future perfect. Something which will start in future, an action which will start in future and end in future. It will be over. It will be over. Future perfect. The manager gave you a task and you tell him, I will have completed this task tomorrow. By this time, I will have completed, because your manager is a very strict man. So I will have completed. There's a touch of promise, there's a touch of surety in this tense. I will have completed. The task will have been completed. You are giving an assurance there. So the task will be over there. So future perfect tense, something will start in future and it will end in future. The end point is getting important there. The end point is getting important. The focus is given on the end point. Will have completed. I asked my friend, tomorrow I will come to 2 o'clock, I will come to your home. And he said, I will be eating my lunch. I will be eating my lunch. Then I said, okay, I will come at 2:30. Okay, you can come. I will have eaten my lunch. So, what's the difference? Future continuous and future perfect. Future continuous, the action will be happening there. I will be eating. So, you will have to share with me. And 2:30, I will have eaten. I will have completed, so no problem, you can come. Very good use of tense, but not a good hospitality. Right. Now, present perfect continuous tense. An action which started in the past and it went on for a period of time and it ended and it still it is continuing into present. There's no end and still it continues into present. So an action started in the past. I have been working in this company for 10 years. Look at this 10 years duration. And still he is working in that company. I have been working in this. When someone says, I have been working in this company for 10 years, you can see a touch of pride in their voice. A touch of pride. Or maybe a touch of irritation if he is not in a good position in that company. Anyway, that 10 years long duration, the time has a part in this statement. I have been working in this company. It doesn't mean that it should be a long duration. No need. You woke up at 4 o'clock and you started learning at 4:30. And 8 o'clock, your mom knocks your door and shouts, "What are you doing?" And how will be your reaction? Mom, I have been learning from 4:30. I have been learning from 4:30. It means that 4:30 to 8 o'clock, that duration, that has a part in your sentence. Your mind is thinking about that long duration. You will move from that place. You have been learning seriously. So you will come with the sentence, I have been learning. So when you make present perfect tense, the duration from the starting point to that present moment, if we use time machine here, we can go there. We have to start from that point of time. 10 years back, someone has been working in the company. So you have to start from the day he's joined the company and we have to travel along that 10 years time and still if we fly there over the man and we can see him still working in that company doing something. So that 10 years duration is getting important in that sentence. Past perfect continuous. An action which started in past, somewhere in past, and it was going on for a period of time, it was going on and on and on, and it ended in past itself. The work was over. The work was over. And we use past perfect continuous tense. It doesn't have any impact in the present. It is already over. Like past perfect, this one is also coming with another information in past tense. I have been working in this company before I joined another company. Before I joined another company. It usually to be followed by another past tense information in past tense. That same thing, duration is important. We have to travel along with the man for 10 years. And then there will be another action. He joined in another company. He joined in another company. For present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous, the key words are used for and since. For and since. These words are used in these tenses. Future perfect continuous tense. An action which will start somewhere in future, maybe tomorrow or next week, it may start. So an action, it will start and it will go on for a particular period of time, and action at this point of time, the time the speaker mentions, at that point of time the action will be happening. It will not be over, it will be happening. So, tomorrow I will have been going to Chennai. When someone says tomorrow I will have been going to Chennai by this time. So now it's 10 o'clock. So tomorrow 10 o'clock, he will be there in the bus. He will be there in the bus. So we use time machine. We'll go there. The time he board. Tonight, 8 o'clock, he boards the bus. And we also start along with the man and we travel along with the bus. We cannot travel with the speed of light. We have to travel with the speed of bus by time machine. We follow the bus and 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock they stopped in a tea stall, and 12 o'clock they stopped somewhere, and then again continued night time. People all sleep and it's going on, and it's morning, and now we are there in the flying machine, in the machine, time machine, and we are watching him, still he is inside the bus and the bus is going on and on. So this particular moment is also getting important in future perfect continuous. The duration is important, and also the points what we mentioned, the action will be happening, that point is also getting important there. So these two, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous, the duration is important. In future perfect continuous tense, the duration and also the point of time which is still happening tomorrow, that point of time is also getting important. So, shall we recall once again all the tenses? Good. So, present tense, something happened, something which happens usually, usual thing, and scientific fact, proverbs, and universal truth, we use present tense, and for future fixed events we use present tense. Past tense, something happened before this moment of time, whatever happened we use past tense generally. For this near past we use present perfect. And future tense, whatever is going to happen from this moment to the infinity, it's all future tense. Present continuous tense, something which is happening at the time of speaking for a particular period of time, for a few moments, that is present continuous tense. The same idea applied in past continuous tense, something which was happening for a particular period of time, past continuous tense. And in future, maybe imagination, assuming or has been decided which is going to happen for a particular period of time, we use future continuous tense. And present perfect tense, an action which started in the past and ended in past, which has its impact in the present, or an action which started in the past and still continues into present, we use present perfect tense. And past perfect tense, something started in the past and ended in the past, which doesn't have any impact in the present, and it is always used with another past tense sentence, another idea, another action followed that past perfect tense. And future perfect tense, an action which will start in future and it will end in future, and it will end in future. That end point is getting important. And present perfect continuous tense, present perfect continuous tense, an action which started in the past and continued for a period of time and still it is going on at present, we use present perfect continuous tense. And an action started in the past and ended in past for a particular period of time, followed by another past tense sentence, past perfect continuous tense. And future perfect continuous tense, an action which will start in future and it will continue for a particular period of time, a duration of time, and it will be happening the time we mention, the time speaker mentions, and that time point, that point of time is also getting important. Hope you all understood tenses and practice more, you will become an effective speaker. And thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.